So it doesn't matter that the earth is flat, because you know it's flat. The people that do science, the inventors, the engineers, the people thinking up problems and solving the problems, know that the earth is flat. They write about it. And then turn around and tell everyone that they live on a planet. It's not hidden. It's just not talked about. It's not pushed in your face, but they already know. Why would they lie? Do the people that ask why would they lie, do they think like every war is a justified thing, and it's like one person is like crazy, they just go crazy, and the whole country is like, yeah, we're crazy too, let's just go to war, fuck it. It's such a horrible thing what they did to us. Most of the time, if they weren't told, the people wouldn't even fucking know that they were in war. All this stuff that's going on, and yet we live this alternate life. Everybody's this and that. Oh, the money is set up. It's designed to fail. It's impossible for it to ever work. Ask anybody that knows about it, that studied it. It's happened in the past many times over. So that's the path that we're on. And everybody thinks, well, they'll fix it. They're not gonna fix it. It's gonna end. And then next thing will come in, and it'll be the same fucking thing. And then it'll be everybody screwing each other over, doing all this stuff, making it so that you can't trust anyone when there's no fucking reason. The reason you can't trust anyone is because everyone feels like you can't trust anyone, and everyone's trying to get one over on each other before they can have to suffer somebody else getting one over on them. I think it sounds insane to me. That sounds insane. But this is the way the world works, or doesn't work. This is the way the world is run. Let's call it that way. Do you think the world is working? There's a lot of stuff that we consider bad. It doesn't even need to be here, does it? It's like, we already know that people can't cope with certain drugs and things. They start off, and then they go into a downward spiral where they have to keep using it more and more, and this and that, and it just ruins their life. But I kind of lost my train of thought. Why? If this was like a perfect world, would you say, yeah, you're allowed to do that? And then what? The people that choose that, but they're making a more honest choice, and so you have to live with what they choose? Or is it going to be a bad thing? And we're going to have to say to people, hey, you know, you're allowed to do this, but if you do this, this is what happens. Happens to everybody. Are you sure you want to do it? And they're like, yeah, it's a fun road. And everybody's there to pick up after me. Oh, okay, well, why do I have to pick up after you? Because this is the way the world works. I mean, people making poor choices. We say that you're not allowed to make poor choices because the poor choices can hinder the group mentality, what we're all thinking. If everyone's addicted to heroin, then how are we going to go to the moon? You know? So, I don't know. Maybe you have to have the rules and the rulers. Or what is the punishment? Is the punishment just life? You know, if you get addicted to heroin, then you're gonna suffer the punishment. If everybody else around you just lets you get addicted to heroin, then they're gonna suffer the punishment. So maybe that's just the way it is. Everybody gets addicted to heroin once in their life and they decide they don't want to do it. And we decide that when people start using heroin, we just let them go off on their own and be addicted and either die or come out of it. And then they move on. Some people are smart enough to see other people doing it. I don't know how this fucking works. We don't get it that way. Everybody knows that the earth is flat, or has the opportunity to know. The information is out there. But yet they say the opposite of what they show you. Here, look, you see this red balloon? Well, I'm telling you, it's a blue one. And it's not a balloon, it's a brick. Doesn't change what it is. You and your blue brick. Your blue brick has the same properties as my red balloon. So, we just call it something different. It is what it is. No matter what you call it, it is what it is. The earth is flat. It is what it is. You can say it's round, and some things might work out, and some things might not work out. But you're just calling it something else, you know? If you say that the world is round, then round becomes flat. Because that's what the world is. The earth is flat. So it doesn't matter what you say. I mean, that's a delusion. So you're sitting here and you're looking around and you're like, hey, the world is flat. But they're telling me it's a ball, and I'm gonna have to believe that it's a ball, and so I'll pretend that it's a ball. You have to be delusional. You have to like lie to yourself. But there's people that want to find out the answers. They want to. People studying. I'm going to study so hard. I'm going to get a good grade. I don't think people typically are studying because they want to know. They want to get this piece of paper so that they can have this job over here and tell everybody what to do and make shit up. I mean, okay, you're gonna be a scientist, and you learn that the earth is a ball, But yeah, everything, when you do all the calculations and everything, they're like, well, why don't you just pretend that it's flat? And you're so smart that you can think up all these things. They give you all these keys and hints. Well, magnetism does this, and buoyancy does that, and blah blah blah, and electricity and hydrostatic pressure and blah blah blah, all this. And so you take all these things and you make new things out of these things, and they're all designed in a flat world and described in a round world. And so none of them will really work in a round world. The people that don't know, because they don't tell them, hey, it's really flat, but we're gonna say it's round every time. Every time we say it's round, you just think to yourself it's flat, and you'll be okay. But they don't say that to anybody. They're just like, it's round, it's round, it's round. Look at all the proof. You're stupid if you think it's not. And then all behind in the calculations, and when you're showing your work, it's all, hey, why are you doing it like this? That says that it's flat. Well, it is. But you just said it was round, and we had to think about it that way. We got a jet that flies so fast, we got to go around the flat, or around the ball. Come on, Fluffy. These dogs. Most of the time I hear the dog sneeze like that, it's not like a sneeze, it's them like showing their discontent. It's like a it's fun to see their personalities. Hmm.